Today I'm going to show you how to clean a keyboard without removing the keys from it. So as you can see here, I have an old keyboard which is it's too much of a hassle to remove the keys, I think. So I'm going to show you how you can clean it pretty well without removing anything. The reason I don't want to remove the keys of these non-mechanical keyboards is that they tend to break unless you have some kind of tool for it. This is an old keyboard, it's been pretty broken for a while. It's also not been washed in a while, so I'm going to show you how to clean it. If this is your first time watching my channel, I'm Tor. I love to make this cleaning and packing and some other type of useful guides for young people. So let's get into it. The first thing you're going to need is some kind of microfiber or other towel. I suggest a microfiber one as it's very efficient. Next you also need some kind of cleaning solution. For our purposes, this universal Jif is going to work fine. You could also use just clean water, alcohol. You could dilute some alcohol or make some soapy water. All three options would be fine. But for this video I'm going to use this one. The only thing I'm going to say about using these more harsh type of solutions is that you may want to wash it off with water afterwards so that it doesn't start corroding your good old keyboard here. So the third thing we're also going to need is some kind of pressurized air. You could use a vacuum cleaner, but I do recommend that you use either a compressor or some canned air. Luckily I have a compressor available here, so I'm going to use that. Otherwise, kind of pressurized air will work just as fine. You can try with a vacuum cleaner, but I've found in the past that it's not very efficient compared to using pressured air the other way. So let's jump into it. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is to take my pressurized air here, and I'm going to clean out as much of the dirt and grime that I can from underneath the keys without taking them off. So make sure that your keyboard is turned off, unplug it, remove the batteries to be safe if you want to do that. And we are ready to start cleaning out this keyboard. So when cleaning out with your pressurized air can, you want to get in between each and every one of the keys. When you have gone through all of the different keys, you should try to position your pressurized air so that you can push the dirt that you have loosened from each and every one of the keys out towards one end. When you reach the end of the keyboard, it's kind of like you have pushed all the dirt together to one side. You just want to wiggle it back and forward and try to press as much of it out of the keyboard as you can. After having done that a couple of times, you will see that the keyboard gets pretty damn clean. And this is as much dirt as you're going to get out of your keyboard without removing the keys. So now that we've done that, I want to show you how to clean the rest of the keyboard as well. So as you can see, there is barely any sign of dirt left in the keyboard here now because of the pressurized air can. I do recommend buying a couple of cans if you're going to go through this. You could also use this on your mouse afterwards. You can check that out in the next video, by the way. But for now, let's jump into how to actually clean off the fatty, grimy parts of the keyboard. So again, make sure that the keyboard is turned off. This is really important, otherwise you're going to ruin it. So we're just going to start by drenching our cloth here with the solution. From here on out, it's as easy as it looks here. We're just gonna go over the rough parts first. We're gonna do the details between the little keys as well. But for that we're gonna need either some Q-tips. That's probably the most efficient way. Unless you really hate your girlfriend or like roommates or something. This may be a good time to get back on them by using their toothbrush or something. No, I'm just joking, of course. Please don't do that. Yeah, so of course we're going to go over the back of the keyboard as well. As you can see, using one of these solutions is definitely the easiest way to do it. I do think that you should get away just fine by using the water as well. However, if you have some of this stuff available, you can use it. Alright, so now we've gotten rid of as much of the dirt as we can while using this big surface covering cloth. However, as you can probably see, there is some small spots of dirt that I was not able to get out while using the big cloth. So now it's time to bring out the Q-tips and really get in there and get the rest of the little grimy parts. So just cover your Q-tip in whatever solution you decided to use. Now this is a pretty time-consuming process, but it's still a lot faster than it would be to remove all the keys. And I think in the cases with these normal keyboards that are not mechanical, this is a fine solution. It's not gonna be 100% because you won't be able to get all of the grime that has fallen down in between the keys. But all the surfaces that you will be touching with your hands and that are visible will be completely clean. So yeah, I'm gonna make another guide afterwards where I show you how to clean the keyboards while removing keys, but I want to do that for a mechanical keyboard, as I do think it's more reasonable to do it on a mechanical keyboard. Alright, so there you have it. It's pretty damn clean at this point. Now the last little step that I want to go over is to go through this keyboard again using some water. That's just to get rid of all this yeah, universal cleaning solution here. So let me just get some water. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed sitting here and looking at this Norwegian layout keyboard for the last couple of minutes. I'm just gonna dry it off nicely here. Now, I'm not gonna pop the batteries back in yet because I'm a little bit worried that all the water and stuff is going to break the keyboard. So I do recommend waiting for a day if it's possible. You can maybe wash it at night, leave it overnight, and just to be on the safe side. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna work just fine now as well, but you know, just to make sure you don't break your keyboard if that's something you worry about. Thanks for watching this video. Head on over to the next video and I'll show you how to clean your mouse and mousepad. Subscribe for more and I'll see you